Hello, hello.
Hello,
You all right, mate?
I'm all right. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Hello,
Hi, mate. How are you?
I'm doing good. What about you, Ben?
Very well, thank you, mate. Very well. We are here. We're doing it. The world still turns for now, obviously, uh, and so we'll see what happens. I think I need to turn the volume up. I don't know that I can do that from my phone. I haven't got my glasses on, so I have to do the kind of the old man squint just to make sure that I can see things. I was recording some more book reviews earlier. We
Which
got
books?
uh Against Empathy, Bedlam, about madness and mental illness in medieval England, Memory Craft, the classic, Snakes in Suits. It's about psychopathy in the workplace. That is it's a mentalism book, but he's got a wonderful routine based around observation through keys, through looking at key rings and these types of things. And that is about learning the language of coding, and it's phrased like learning a language rather than learning coding. It's a good book.
Nice.
So I mean, I've got like three stacks to get through, but yeah, I was what was I saying? I was doing the book reviews earlier, and had my glasses on, and most of the footage I couldn't use it because you could just see the reflection of the lights on my eyes the whole time.
Amazing.
So I'm like, well, there was an hour and a half completely wasted. Um, but you live and learn. So I'll just do it again tomorrow. Have you guys started watching Young Sherlock yet?
Yeah,
What do you think?
classical Guy Ritchie.
Right, like you go, it's not a bad show,
Yeah,
but
it's not bad.
stop trying to cram characters into a story where they don't belong. With Moriarty being, and don't get me wrong, I think the guy that plays Moriarty and the way they've written Moriarty in it is
Yeah,
tons of fun, and you can kind of see the early divergence and separation for the two of them going. But it makes the whole discovery of Moriarty in the canon boring when you think of them both together.
Yeah.
The same with Lestrade. It was written as dim-witted, but it was written through Holmes's tolerance of the dim-wittedness, learning how to be more tolerant of it. But you put that in the earlier stages, and you're like, oh dear. That scene where they were having like an almost intellectual fight with Peregrine. This guy will look at you and say everything that he can see about you, and then he looks at you, and I'm like, oh, finally, we're getting a good version of a fight.
Yeah.
Like one deduction later, it all broke out into violence, and we were like, oh, so close. We were so close, so close. Um, but yeah, I haven't watched it all yet. I'm on episode five.
yeah.
Five will be the next one. Um, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. And don't get me wrong, I like the way Sherlock's written. The discovery of how to be physically capable, and the fact that his imagination and his deductive prowess aren't as refined, and they're just going here, there, and everywhere. And I like the earlier changes of the Sherlock vision that he developed in the Robert Downey Jr. films. Those things are nice, but you go. just stop it. No, I mean, next Mrs. Hudson's going to serve them at a restaurant somewhere, and then he's going to go to a Watson clinic, you know, have a romantic tryst with an Irene Adler. And you're like, stop. Oh well.
I
Still,
like the pickpocketing thing.
yes, yeah, the pickpocketing thing's great, and you know, I like the way he blends some of the Sun Tzu stuff about the notion of prison being in here rather than the cell of it, and you know, when you I don't know, have you read about pickpockets before? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna then you know that they capture some of the accuracy with the psychology of it, and you know, thinking and planning. No one cares about stealing it, give it back, have it, you know. But it's the actual act of taking it that is interesting. I think that says Billy. I feel like a mole. I need some binoculars or something just to try and see what's going on the screen. I felt so old. Hey, Billy.
Hey there.
How's it going, mate?
Good. I'm trying to fend off a cold, so
Nice.
fighting, but
Nice.
not too bad.
This is good. You know, keep doing the drugs, as they say. You join us at a moment where we were just picking on young Sherlock, the TV show, obviously.
Is it out already?
Yeah, it was out March 3rd. I want to say 3rd, 4th, March 4th.
Better watch, then I can pick on it properly.
But they've put the whole series out, so it's not like it's not a week by week
Not a
thing.
weekly thing. Okay. So I can judge in its entirety.
Yeah,
Yeah, great.
you can do it fairly. But yeah, I like the guy that plays Sherlock. I think there's an interesting growth, and the fact that his actor name is Hero is just hilarious. You know, it's not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. Let's
Good.
let's just leave it at that. Let's leave it at that.
I didn't get the whole Oxford concept, by the way.
Which concept?
Oxford.
As in the concept of the university, or the roles, or what in particular?
Yeah, actually, everything happens in Oxford. Everything starts in Oxford. You know, why is the Oxford?
So at the time, that was the school. It was the school globally. It was the school. If you were high, and I still very much today as well, but today's more Oxford and Cambridge as well. And so if for anyone who's anyone, if you can study at Oxford, you were. It's like when people in America say that they went to Ivy League schools. You know, there's just a higher class of education that you get from there because you live on the school, you cook on the school, you grow on the school, you go to school on the school. You know, everything happens in the various campuses, so it's a little like a boarding school of sorts back in the day. I think today is a little different, but I don't know that for sure. I've never actually been. So, but yeah, I think I imagine it's to do with the esteem, and because the story was revolving around professors and how can they get in Professor Moriarty, who was written about being this mathematician, and wrote his book, and they were trying to seed parts of the story scattered throughout. So that seems sort of like the most sensible place to do it, and it's not that far out of London. It's not that far. I mean, I imagine at the time, traveling by hansom cab and the like, it would still feel pretty far. But nowadays it's, I don't know, maybe a 30-40 minute drive, if that, which is like down the road in America. But even so, The Mentalist is now on Netflix as well, we see.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's exciting.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
really good show. I picked it back up recently, actually. I watched an episode a couple of nights ago.
Which ones?
I'm on season 4. It was the one with the MMA fighters.
Ah, yeah.
With the MMA fighters. It was season 3.
Let's see. Potentially. I might have this wrong. I've got an extra legal way to watch it, so I'll double check it now.
I think it was Bloodshot or something like that with blood.
It was blood something. Blood for blood. That's surely not it. Oh, season 3, Blood for Blood, episode
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one that I was on. Okay, I'm on season 4 of something else then.
Yeah, that's Saeed's superpower. That is.
The more I
used
watch it, the more of Saeed I see in the show, and I'm like, oh my god.
It's his nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's his reverence. I mean, he was Mr. Jane in RLS for like the first couple of months before I actually said the word Saeed out loud. I mean, I got a call from a friend of mine last night, and he was trying to protect names and whatnot. And there was someone in the background, and he wanted to ask me for a profile on this guy's brother. And so they're talking about things as well. My friend did this. My friend did. I'm like, whoa, give them fake names, because saying my friend, that's challenging to follow. You know. But we went through it and we got to the bottom of it. But what was nice, from that kind of nickname perspective, just to kind of go tee, is every time this guy who was talking to me from the background, rather than call me Ben, he called me Sherlock. I was like, oh, we're now kindred spirits for life. That's all it is. Which I'm not against. You know, that's talk about knowing what your black spots are for easy manipulation. That would be one of them. That would be one of them. So what are you guys working on at the minute? What are you studying, observing, thinking about, other than World War III impending, of course?
I've mostly been recovering from a very full-on but really great trip. I said my mom came over recently, so I've just kind of been recovering from that. She bought me, because I've heard them all through audiobook, but I didn't have a physical copy, like the complete series of Sherlock Holmes.
Nice.
So I have that now, and I'm rereading it. Study-wise, mostly the RLS stuff. That's been the main focus.
Good.
Otherwise, yeah, a lot of recuperation stuff for me. But I do want to get back into all my studying habits and everything. And I want to get back on that cold case I believe I mentioned to you.
You did.
Because I made a little bit of headway on finding a couple of people that were very difficult to track down online, but I managed it. So
good work.
There's still one that I'd love to be able to figure out, but he has like 0 digital footprint under his actual name, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll see.
There are some open source face recognition stuff that you can try if you have images of them. I mean, I'll source the links and try and find them for you.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, later. But again, just cards on the table. I haven't forgotten about the message.
No worries.
I just haven't had the opportunity to look at it properly. Yeah,
I figured as much. That's okay. It can wait. I'm happy to be patient for that super busy man. And in the meantime, I'm learning all the skills to help me push forward in that sort of regard anyway. So
of course. This is true. Hey, Julie.
Hey,
How are you?
good. How are
Good
you?
stuff. Very well. I'm a little bored of legal doctrine, but that's about it.
Okay.
I have my investigator relicensing coming up in like 3 weeks, and
Okay.
so I'm just swatting up. Do you know the phrase swatting up?
Yep.
Okay, say it. It's like revising, studying of all the legal precedents surrounding public and private investigations and the things that you have to know to be able to do all of the work in the various places that you have to go through. It's one of those like very few people that I've met have any interest in it, but outside of lawyers, that's their bread and butter, of course. But given the areas you work in, you have to know it. And I'm one of those people. I have zero interest in it, zero. But I have to know it to be able to do the job properly. So going through the revision is it's just it's a long process. Like
Do you have to like retake your investigator's test every so often in England?
you don't have to. You don't have to, but because it depends on a number of things. It depends on the agency that you're with. It depends on how often you work. And like for the past 18 months, I took different work in terms of different like doorman roles and different site security roles and site supervisor, all of these types of things. So it lets part of it out, and you just kind of have to re-up every now and again. So it's not like every 12 to 18 months you have to pass an exam, but if it is one part of it erodes, you need to make sure that you're up on it. It would be like if all of a sudden the proverbial they in whatever country that you're in changed the road signs regarding speed limits, and everything moved from miles per hour to kilometers per hour, regardless of what your dial said. There would be a little moment where you just have to check in and make sure you knew what you were doing. And this is really the same thing. The processes, the acronyms, the deployment of the skills itself, they all remain the same. And it's all just trying to get your name on a very specific piece of paper so you can keep on doing your job. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you get it. But yeah, from my perspective on that, I prefer to do it because I like the pressure and the constant knowing that I'm as up to date as I can be. It's like most of the medical information that doctors take, by the time they've gotten to be able to use it, most of it's changed. So when it comes to the legal side of investigations and the technical deployments of like how you use your notebook and the specific ways that statements are created and how they're used differently in criminal or civil cases, or how you reference your exhibits through criminal or civil cases, and all of these types of things, I prefer to stay as up to date as possible. So I put myself for the exams to just for a kind of top up, and plus it gets me out of the house sometimes. That's just because I am that kind of dork. Like I applied for Mensa again today, so we'll see if they turn me away again.
Have you been into Mensa?
Yeah.
Do you like that? These meetings and
it wasn't like whether I liked it or disliked it. I was just curious.
okay.
I was just curious, and some of the tests are quite fun because and again, cards on the table. For me personally, IQ nonsense, doesn't mean anything.
I agree, but I'm asking, have you been to these meetings? Once you're in, have you been to these meetings?
So I've been to a couple. I'm not a member of Mensa. I missed out by 1 point. Like that was just skin of your teeth. So rather than being in the top 2 percentile for the world, I'm in the top 3. Oh God, I'm clearly an idiot. Um,
Oh
but
God, it has nothing to do with it.
I know.
God.
But like I like the people that go. They are definitively quirky, very interesting, and I like the tests that you do because I mean, regardless of whether it's language based, mathematical based, symmetrical based, and beyond. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they go, here's 45 questions. You've got 6 minutes. Enjoy. It just I'm like, fucking, let's do this. Come on, let's have a go. I like those kinds of things. I think it's interesting. Any opportunity that I can go through to.
And you learn fast one thing: pass, pass,
Yeah.
pass. No, they're just
Yeah.
like pass, pass, pass.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I wasn't there because I was busy, but I got an early gift for my birthday.
Yay!
Yay.
Court.
Oh, boo.
Not even for me. I'm into a custody battle. Okay.
Oh God.
Not for me. Yeah. I'm like, I'll be there. I'll be there. It's close gate. It's close court. No one gets in.
Of course.
Yeah. June 10th, 9 a.m.
You
2
should see
days.
if you can go with one of those cone party hats
2
on there.
days.
Just
2 days.
yeah.
And it's not even here. It's no
Is
one
it?
is okay, no one from Montreal here. It's like some place. It's the worst court in the province of Quebec. It's
Okay.
that courthouse. Oh God.
Mm.
Yeah. It was September or June, and it's June, my birthday.
Yay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Must be fated.
Yeah.
Clearly.
But it's someone I know, and I mean, I've been there all along into that behind the curtain, like,
Yeah.
okay, you're gonna answer this, I'll write it, rewrite it, shoot that, don't talk.
Yeah.
I've been there since day one, so I'm gonna be in court with all my text that she wrote, like there, like it's my case. So it's honestly, it's weird. It's very weird because, oh my God. So I'm her, like trying for her to keep, custody of her kid.
Yeah.
And I was talking with him. He has no clue. I was talking with him. That is so special. So yeah, I'm gonna end up in court. Yeah. That's a weird situation, honestly. It's very weird.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you'll have to save the cake and jelly till afterwards.
Oh my God. Yes. So that's a gift.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not a gift you can send back, but it's still a gift.
Yeah. No, Amazon won't take that back. It's too late. I'm already too late to return it, so I'm gonna keep it. But it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute because it is a total. And there's so much evidence on him, like it's crazy. And like, okay, let's do this. It's almost funny, sad,
Okay.
but funny. I mean,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
with
my. It's just a day in my week.
That sounds
Yeah.
eventful.
Yeah. And je compatis avec the fact that you have to take, your class back because I was just told I have to pass the entire test to get my driver's license back, like when I was 16. What? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No, that's not fun.
No.
After 3 years, you have to do it all over again. Like with a kid, like a 23-year-old kid as your teacher. Yeah. Don't forget, it's a stop. Shut up. I know I'm going to be like that.
Yeah. Just silently unclip their seatbelt and practice your emergency brake. Bosh, see you, mate. Hey.
Sorry. I didn't. Oh my God, I didn't see you. Are you okay? Here's a tissue. Poor baby, come here. Everything is good. If you talk, I'll kill you. Everything's good. It's not recorded, is it?
No, maybe, possibly. No one will see it anyway, outside of the psychos in the community.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, nice. What about you, Saeed? What are you working on?
Everything.
Yeah, well, Christ, that's no small workload working on everything, you know?
Yeah.
How's global warming going? Are you any closer?
Yeah.
Everything. Oh God. He got you there.
No, seriously. How's it all going then? If you are working on it, how's the Mindforge and RLS stuff going that you were talking about?
RLS is going good. Mindforge is slow because I was busy for a while and I couldn't catch it, but I'm focused on memory and thermodynamics for
Nice.
RLS.
Nice.
I'm making some slides to, understand the topic better because when I
Okay.
write, I understand it better.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's one of the processes you can go through, 100%. It's like a language consolidation kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
That's one of the fun parts of saying something. It's like I was saying to Brett. Brett likes the learning objectives sides of things, and because he knows what to look out for in those situations,
yeah,
and whereas that has its place, I'm more of I want the investment from questions and feedback, so it's used and whatnot. In critical thinking, it's called the wallpaper effect. And we've spoken about it a few times. Like if you imagine the nuance of an idea being this, learning objectives are like that. They sit atop it all, and they'll cover it. But a wallpaper effect has that's the wallpaper effect. Sorry, but when we go through our way, it has more of a capacity to sink into all of the nuance and all of the details and all of the specificities to make sure that all of the questions are answered and all of the applications of it go through. Go on.
My honest opinion, and I think it's objective, but the RLS program is how to say it is created in a way that what you learn in the first month can make more sense when you come to year 3 because it connects, And
Yeah. Well, there's if you were to stack up all of the curriculums, they follow a pattern, and that's I mean I can tell you that's how I put out the 10-year path. I put the curriculum pieces in place, and then kind of move them around to create the best picture possible for the growth pattern in those kinds of situations. Yeah.
yeah. And also, no matter what I learn about psychology, human behavior, whatever, it all connects to RLS in some way, which is great, I think.
Well, thank you. I mean, it would be tough not to hear that as a compliment, so I appreciate that. But that also means that what we are all building, it's paying off, because that's the idea. That's the idea of the program. That's the idea of RLS. No one person can know everything, be prepared for everything. Have all of the models for everything, but you can prepare oneself to face everything, whatever is thrown at you in those kinds of ways. And you've just summed it up beautifully. Beautifully. I went a bit Northern English on you then. I apologize. But yeah, RLS is when it's over. And it's one of those things that it doesn't have to ever be over, because 26 years in and I'm still learning. There's not a day goes by that I don't learn something. But the program at the minute it's built at 10. So when those 10 are over, the ease of connecting to the world, I mean, the ease of connecting to the world after month one should be moderately improved, and then just stack and scale. Like the kinds of phone calls I got like last night, being fed information via telephone, and half names and half stories, and being expected to figure it all out to try and help someone is no problem. Mostly because you're used to connecting the information in the way that it needs to be connected. There will be somewhere, I don't know how it'll pop up, but the information stacks in that we keep pushing, and this is a global observation, we keep pushing intelligence of any kind into an artificial world too far, and there will be a bounce back. There will be. So the people who are capable of just using their own brain, not even like in a heightened skill level, just capable of using it. That's it. Like in a kind of basic level, that'll be a premium skill. A premium skill. Yeah. I don't know why I was going down that route, but I was. So there it is. I've been thinking super forecasting again today, so that's probably.
I wanted to go on that specific role, but I don't know if everybody talked so far because I wasn't here.
This it's a social. Just go for it.
Billy, did you talk?
Yeah, no, I've said my piece earlier and everything.
Okay, I missed it.
Oh, it's okay.
I read what you posted this morning. Said, okay, The Guardian, and what I've been seeing, I would say in the last 2 years, are mostly men. Sadly, mostly men. They don't tell me. Well, they tell me. They don't know it's me. You get the picture. I don't have to explain this every time.
Of course.
Having only discussions, chatting with AI, no matter if it's Claude, I didn't say Cloud, I say Claude, okay? Because there's a bunch of AI that people don't know about.
Yeah.
Way more than people think there is. They know ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot. There is a lot of them free that people don't know about. And these AI become their buddies and more than that. And this is actually scary. Okay, if you ask AI, I don't know, a question to clarify something, instead of Googling something, just clarify a couple of things because I don't believe this is true. Is it true? Because they have many sources. And no, it's a hoax, it's a myth, that never happened. Fine. Okay. But when and you ask maybe once, twice a week, fine, because you never heard it and you don't want to read a ton of books to know if it's true, fine. But when it becomes the only person, I'm saying person because it's voluntary.
Yeah.
For them, it is a person. It becomes so human. And these people have a similar profile. Okay? It's not, because I've seen a lot of them, and I would say that the shell looks similar. And it's sad and it's scary. And this morning I got a girl who told me, and I was so surprised because she said, I got into an argument with ChatGPT. I was like, how the fuck did you do that? I mean, did she block you or something? I didn't say it. I swear, I have the text. I have the original. I could screenshot it to you. I mean, come on. How does this happen? To a point where I did ask ChatGPT with the text, how does this happen? And the answer was fun, okay? Because it cannot happen. But because usually it's made that the AI will kind of agree with the person, okay?
Yeah.
But if like there's no judgment, that's what my AI said. There's no judgment.
Yeah.
It will agree. So for that girl who wrote that to got in an argument, it meant that it went to a point where it absolutely disagreed with what she said. So for her to write that, can you picture how much she had to talk and argue to a point where the AI had to disagree with something?
Yeah.
So that's our world. This is what she does. So I dig further on her, the girl who wrote that. And well, little that I knew, that was exactly the case. It's sad.
It is
Where
sad.
it's going, it is so sad. The
It is.
loneliness of the people when there are groups where people can, meet each other just to be friends. Or I've posted people, I have no one, I would like to, I don't know, I'm 35, I'm from, I don't know, Montreal, I just moved there, I have no friend, I check that person, is this a guy, is this a girl, okay, are you creepy, do you have, I can check, have you committed a crime? No, we're good to go so far.
Yeah.
And lots of women will come and I would like that. And it's doable. But now it's another world. I talk too much, but it is sad. It is sad.
It is. It is.
And now the barrier is, how do you commit what the article, I went to that too. I read about the guy, and I mean, okay, he was not diagnosed with anything, but I would love to dig it this from A to Z, everything that was exchanged. I'm sure you give that to a psychiatrist, and he goes, here's the diagnosis. Delusion, the whole thing. Come on. Wife? AI was his wife. I went like, whoa. It's sad. But 2026 being that, add AI, add loneliness, trauma, negligence, the whole life story. It's dangerous. It is dangerous.
Yeah, it is. And like the thing with that connects to all humans, regardless of loneliness or pre-exposed mental health concerns or anything. The thing that connects all humans in the tech accessible world is the notion of friction or difficulty or challenge or whatever it is. We are constantly allowed instant gratification from everything, everywhere, all the time, and that's perpetuated with the if you disagree with me, you must hate me, or you must not like me, or whatever it is. And when we don't have any clear understanding of the differences between the two, we either revert back to our own personal echo chambers, which is loneliness, or being on our own, or actively looking for situations where we know there's going to be less or no challenge, just for the sake of that feeling of comfort, because we don't know how to deal with it. And that's one of the big problems for me. It's one of the big problems.
My question on that is, I'm biased. I'm fully biased on that for obvious reasons.
Of course.
There's never been that many resources on the phone for any kind of help, free, and they use that. I mean, it's free. You're gonna get help within seconds, and they use AI. Worse, they use group chat. Please.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the part. I know I'm biased. I'm so biased that in every situation I have, I refer everyone before putting them in the jungle. At least you know what to do before any of this. Just call.
One of the things we could do that would help with that, and this is kind of turning into one of these think tank exercises that I like, is keep technology of any kind out of schools.
Mm.
I mean, science equipment and all of that kind of stuff, that's not what I'm talking about. But like, keep AI of any kind out of school. Keep the internet, build an intranet in the school. You know, these types of things, and make people work for their information. You know, make people work. I was talking to a guy earlier about editing, and he was talking about the difference in quality of some of my videos. I'm like, I can see that it's different. I know, I can see the difference, but you're telling me that one is better than the other. That's not helping me understand why one is better than the other. You know, that's what I need in those moments. And he was like, get you. So we went into the whole difference there. And it's the same thing with access of information. It's everywhere. Like, I could think of the most complicated question on the planet and Google the answer, and then boom, I know what it is. I'm not able to deal with the most complicated information on the planet, and I just know what the answer is. Anything regarding, and that's the thing that's born of school. That's the thing that's born of education. That's the thing that's born of learning. Like one of the things I was waffling on about earlier in some of the classes was this idea that memory, when you think of something like that's already happened, something you've learned or whatever else, the file, the piece of information pops up it opens in edit mode. It doesn't open in a read-only system. It opens in edit mode. So then when it's open to chopping and changing, because you're rebuilding it in order to think of it all in that particular situation. And even those basic ideas regarding remembering something, if you don't show someone how to do it in a way that is specific to the truth of the information, then every time they go over the information that's connected to the memory, it's going to be different every time. It's going to be different every time. You know, that's how we get people that tell demonstrable lies, but believe it wholeheartedly, sincerely, like they don't know that it's lies because it's been told that often and changed and chopped and all of these kinds of things, like Chinese whispers with information you know.
I was going to say that. It's like a self-inflicted Chinese whispers.
Yeah, it's insane, mate. It's insane. And this is like me and Julie, we've spoken about this a lot as well. But this is why I hate the modern schooling system. It's not set up to help anyone.
No.
It isn't. Like if you think of everything that you learned at school, you know, you had to work for pretty much most of it. Like you had to find out and figure out and take a test and read a book, and you know, you couldn't just
find a book.
Yeah, well, yeah, you had to find the book in the bloody library first. You know, these types of things.
The Rolodex and the code, and you have like 150 books. In which one? Go find it. Oh, God.
Exactly.
For the next class. Good luck. This was our Google, and we remember each page and book. Oh yeah, that was many topics we read to find one line. One line. We read. Did we read? But we remember all of it. And we did so many researches.
And that's the thing. AI on one side of it is awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's been given to people that haven't got a fucking clue how to use it safely. That's the thing. That's the challenge of it. And it's all for the sake of making a few bucks, which could be the most insulting thing to the human race. That this is my bias that I've ever heard. You know?
But if I may, there's something though that I know this is not things that the younger people like to hear, but the proudness we felt when we found it.
Mm.
We wrote it by hand, first of all, you
Yeah.
know, with the liquid paper that we were high.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, because we used it so much, like, I made a mistake. We all did it. And yeah, I know I did it.
Oh, same.
With this stick of paper written by hand, all, you know, wavy with A plus.
Yeah.
That we found ourselves. We
Yeah.
smelled like in the library, you know, after that.
Yeah.
We never forgot that old smell.
Yeah.
That feeling we had. I mean, you had to do it to understand what it was.
100%, mate.
It was
100%.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
using
happy
information.
for that.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Same. And like the whole, I don't have to try and find it. I can just Google it, and like you're missing the point.
Yeah.
You're missing the point completely.
But it's fun. I mean, it's really, really fun too.
Yeah. I mean, the main difference between, you know, the generational elements of information is not. I mean, it is how the information's used, but it's more that information is used. When you were technology, you know, insufficient, you had to use it. You had to play with it and chop and change and see what works and what doesn't. When you're technology reliant, then you're not using the information. You're just an editor. You're just a caretaker for the information. That's all you are, and you can't really expect any generative information with that, because you're not using it enough to have any generative information with that. Like you think all of us we're able to, you know, understand a bit of human behavior because we read it in a book and we're like, cool, it's there, done, game over. No, we got to fuck it up 6 ways from Sunday 3,000 or 4,000 times before we can ever hope to know what its relevance is in a moment, and then deal with that loss. Think about what that means within the context of the skill, what we're going to do moving forwards, and how we're going to right the wrong on the backside of using that information before. All of those elements for learning of any kind, gone. It's just gone. You know, which again, it's just sad. It's just sad that it's been reframed. You know.
And you see it when you talk with people where they must use critical thinking in their life, a critical situation, and it's fast, and they have to think fast. It must be logical. It must be accurate. It's their life. It's now, and they go like, even if it wouldn't be their own life. Let's take it's a third party situation. Same applies. They can't do it. It's too much.
Yeah.
And they end up here asking total strangers with no context what they should do.
Mad. Denzel Washington, he stumbled on that. I was talking either to newspapers or about newspapers. I don't know. But either way, what he said with talking to these people was, if you don't read the newspapers, you're uninformed. And if you do read them, you're misinformed.
Yes.
So what a remarkable responsibility you all have. And you're like, yeah. And he struck upon that idea that it's not even about being right anymore. It's about being first. You know, the debate culture that's so popular. It's so popular because people expect the kind of back and forth tennis angle. He says something, he says, and it just keeps going. Like, when Newton, sorry, the apple dropped on him, do you think he went gravity? Like, no, it started an idea which led to something else, which led to something else, and it led to these continual explorations on the backside of it, you know. The love that I have for my skill set is not because I glossed a few pages of a book or read an AI summary, because I spent time going through it and thinking about all of the different ways that I could use it, and going out and trying and failing and going out and getting close and then having a success and then back to a fit, and this hobbit's journey that I went on, and everyone else goes on, and it's the same thing with relationships. It's the same thing with information. It's the same thing with activities. Something isn't sacred or joyous or lovely or awesome because you found that out in 5 minutes. Like if you were to think about anyone in your life that means the most to you, they don't mean the most to you because that happened overnight. It was over countless hours and days and weeks and months, that kind of led to that feeling that you reference now as meaning the most in the world. And that's again, it's sad. It's the misframing of time as inefficient. It's the misframing of time as inefficient, and that sucks. Sucks.
You said people expect.
Yeah.
That word triggers me all the time.
Yeah.
People expect. Like, are you to expect something from anyone?
Yeah.
Like, do I owe you something? No. Why do you expect something from me?
Yeah. The only thing you
And
can expect is
people live with that all the time.
yeah.
I kind of hate that,
I'm
Oh,
I'm in that corner.
yeah.
I'm in that
I
corner.
try not to use that.
Well, that's the thing. Expectation from an individual standpoint
Mm,
is short-sighted critical thinking. That's why I reference the expectations of others. you know, yeah,
it sounds like I expect you to do this. Try
yeah.
again. I misheard that. What? I thought you would again. Never mind. Thank you.
As Simon Pegg said in Hot Fuzz. Yeah. The As a side note, the People Who Read People podcast have just put out another couple of fun episodes on the man. Which is it's funny.
Okay.
It's funny in a non-funny way, and that will make sense if you choose to go and watch it.
I will.
But yeah, Bob was talking to Zachary Elwood on LinkedIn because he shared one of the episodes we did. I'm like, Bob, see if you can get him to come on our podcast. See if you can do it. Because I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Is everybody here watching what you do with Bob here? Is it only? Are you guys all there?
Yeah.
Because I know it's on the
In
group.
America.
You see it? Say it. Are you there?
On Facebook, yeah.
Okay, so it's not only on the group. Okay.
No, it goes out. It goes out through the YouTube channels and whatnot.
Okay, I didn't know that part. I knew about. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Talking about the man, I just stumbled across another thing that the man possesses, and yesterday I went like, "Wait, what?" And I just sent it to Pascal. I said, "Sit down." And he just couldn't believe it, and it's on it's on TikTok, and I was, "Oh God, this is too much."
I think I know what you're gonna. Yeah.
I was what? I don't.
I just watched one of the new episodes, new videos, sorry. He was talking about how to get out of Matrix.
Yeah, he's
Uh, yeah.
he had an experience which he's entirely convinced by, where I don't remember the name of the drug that he took, but it was an hallucinogenic drug. He was probably DHT or something like that, some kind of a hallucinogenic nootropic kind of thing.
I'm just gonna write it because it's brand new, that's why.
Okay. I will need to get close up to the screen, like I haven't got my glasses on, so
I mean, it's God. It is.
But-
Wait.
he's convinced that he pulled back a fabric of reality to see the code that's underneath.
There it is.
And,
Okay.
It's it's brand new, like very recent. And sit down because you will go, oh,
oh dear.
Mm.
But yeah, if Mr. Elwood's stuff keeps going the way it's going, then things will happen. I mean, it's a big if. You know, who knows what tomorrow is going to bring, other than an RLS class, obviously.
I know there is a God somewhere. I'm sure of it. As I told you the other day, I start praying.
Yeah,
It's that bad.
yeah.
If Julie starts praying, then things got bad.
Yeah, we've all got some things to do, some things to work on.
God, yeah, it's been a week like that. I've been good at not laughing. Today it's different because
Nice.
I've watched every Taylor Tomlinson show.
I've seen her shorts, and they've always been very. I've never seen a full show yet, though.
Oh my God, my face is hurting. Everything here is hurting. Oh, it was hard, but I found a technique not to laugh.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to know what it is? Because I know you have the same issue.
I mean, I can make an inference, but yes, yeah, share with the group.
Okay. I push my tongue on my path.
Mhm.
I lower my shoulder, the lower as possible. Okay. And okay, that's what I do. And I breathe only by the nose. I must not open my mouth. If I do it, I'm done. So I look like a serial killer, I know, but it looks like this. Slowly. And when it gets very funny, and she's crazy funny, and she's dark, so my type.
Yeah.
I'm like, and when it comes up, I look like this. And I do this. And my tongue is bitten both sides. Okay. So I do that. And sometimes I have to touch myself. I'm like this. So I look like someone in an asylum. I'm like this. And I cry, but I don't laugh. So I look, I'm happy no one sees me. You just saw me, but it's hard. But I didn't let it go. I didn't laugh out loud.
Yeah.
4 shows. This is 4 hours. It was hard. It was very hard.
So
But
you're
I got
ready
it.
for the next practice?
I told you with tears, no. You never answered me, by the way. You ghosted me on that. I will remember that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he said, are you ready? I said, no. It was too early.
My old RSC instructor used to have this thing where he was like, if you ever feel like you're about to corpse on stage.
What is that called?
Corpsing is when you're either laughing when you shouldn't, or your lines aren't coming. You're a corpse. You're plagued by something.
Corpse.
Corpse, yeah, corpse.
Okay.
You're being plagued by something that's taking over you.
Okay.
It was like the best thing to do in that situation is just to voice a thought that you know is there. So like every time I've needed to laugh, and either I'm not going to, or you know, whatever reason, similar situations, practice and that kind of thing, it's been just going, and just my mind will wander off like I'm going to say something.
Does it work for you?
Oh, that works for me every time. Every
I
time.
spit it on people so many times doing that. No, I can't.
I can see why it works. I can see why
Yeah,
it works.
it's because you're already separating the mouth anyway. You're trying most laughs when they're trying to be controlled. You're trying to force and hold it, and energy can't be contained, right? So if you use it and get rid of a bit, it's easier easier, not easy, easier to manage.
I realized the moment I was able to contract my diaphragm, it was better.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't have to say it. It's like that, you know. If you let it go too far, you're done. And that's my issue. I let it go too far. Sorry, it came out. So yeah, that's a huge issue. It's hard to do. But in 4 hours, I was good. I'm proud.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
4 hours is a long time doing it. It's a long time.
Yes. Yes. And I didn't pause anything, you know, to have a break, or I didn't stop it. I was proud. Being a man, I would be proud.
Right, folks, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go and have some food. I'll see you all over the weekend at some point. Toodaloo, Godspeed, best of luck on the continent. See you all later.